Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Indianapolis Colts and the Las Vegas.
He told me you blinked 2 times.
I'm trying to break everything, including mostly your eyesight.
I can't believe he really wasn't paid. That shit weak, bro. I can't.
That's how the nigga get over, bro. That's how the nigga get over.
Choose the team you want to start your franchise with. Continue ahead to begin your franchise. Use the options on the left to edit league settings or change your role.
I just don't deal with it. I just wanted to spread my concern. You know, I'm still with a little part, but I think it is. You say it's just a busy right now. I think it's just a busy right now. And that's on my nuts. It's just real nigga shit. Like, for real. Straight up. You should be fine. I'm a hustler, for real.
Come on, bro.
You right up there with my people. I can be right up with my homeboy right now. He's on the page call. That's just how straight my shit is. It's 80 miles of water right now.
Yeah, the new connection keep dropping, bro. I'm saying, bro, this nigga.
He's gonna run away. Get in his phone. No response.
That nigga ain't probably sleep like my mother.
But I told him I'm gonna hit him up and let him know what's up. Like these niggas, I know these niggas looking crazy as hell now that I start removing niggas. Yeah, I ain't playing around this shit, bro. That's bad. I got a nigga right now.
I need a commander to use an ASAP, though.
Well, there's never a shortage of shows or sights and sounds throughout this city, but for the next few hours, all eyes are glued to Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Indianapolis Colts and the Las Vegas Raiders. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25.
Oh.
On the ground is Jacobs to start the drive. Stiff-armed him. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 26 big yards on that one. It's another first down. Now Carr. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Shaquille Leonard, the linebacker. And the Colts are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Ryan. Out to the right and complete to Pittman. So just 3 yards on the completion there, and that'll make it 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first.
This is caught inside the 15. A big play there for Andy. And even 50 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they've run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Up the middle they go. It's Hines, and he'll be stopped just outside.
I want JB talking, man. I'm just talking. I say my energy shit. I talk my wild, talk my child, talk my son. Right. Just like I know.
6. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, Ryan. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4.
That's an early scramble to be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Fourth down. Here's Ryan. And it's caught. A great open field tackle is going to stop him shy of the goal line. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And the Raiders hang tough down near the goal line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And their opening drive, that ended with the interception. Fortunate, though, it didn't lead to points.
It didn't lead to points, and because they kind of got away with one, maybe you come back and throw something similar again to show that you're not afraid, that you're not going to back down, and take your shot. Let the defense know that you're going to be there all game long.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. In his own end zone, it's Carr. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And they're able to corral him right around the 8, and that's short of the first down. Here's the Raiders punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Rodgers to return it. Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. 2 division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you're talking about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I'm so excited about this game because to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these 2 teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
To throw again on 2nd down. Ryan. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. And go in the books. It's a 7-yard loss on the sack. And it's 3rd down. Well, how about that? The defense's first sack. It doesn't come from one of the usual suspects up front. It comes from the secondary.
Yeah, I think they caught the quarterback off guard a little bit because he wasn't able to account for the possibility of that blitz and change the blocking assignments. He comes through and puts him on the ground.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And, you know, there's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way. That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The Raiders at 5-3 now on the year. And they come in playing some pretty decent football, 5-3 over their last 8.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Good job by Shaquille Leonard, the linebacker. And the Colts force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They find some open field here. And all the way down to the 29. A big play there for Indy. 44 yards on the ground. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's a loss of 8 there on the first down play.
You want to talk about the proverbial deer in the headlights? That's exactly what he was when he got the ball. Went to hit a lane and get upfield, and all he saw, extra defenders bearing down on him. Perfect time to dial up the blitz. An excellent call.
A big loss on first down leads to a tricky second down. 18 yards to go. He'll get this one to Pittman. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. And see, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level. And sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
And that is incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right down.
From the 6. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the play did on the last one.
Meanwhile, Carr's throw complete here to Waller. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Carr finding Waller there for the Vegas first. Now Carr. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Play action. Now it's Carr. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far and brings up third down.
Hey, 734. It's red. 93.
Again, they'll throw with Carr. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now a play fake. Carr rolling to his right. And he is caught at the 10-yard line. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. From the gun, it's Carr. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Montgomery. And the ball situated at the 9, 2nd and goal. Now Carr. Over the middle into traffic look, and that's complete. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Here's Carr to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Touchdown, Raiders. Kalen Ballage, his first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders have moved out in front. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead.
Raiders 7, Colts 3.
On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked out officially at the 21. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now it's Ryan. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
That's complete to the running back, Nyheim Hines.
Whoa.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Ryan. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this one is incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. He's got it with the 15. A big play there for Indy. 58 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunky yardage.
Here's Ryan to throw. This to Hines on the drop-off. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
Keep
So
on
position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's Ryan. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. On 3rd and goal, Ryan. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
That looked great when he first took off because, in my mind, there was room to run and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
a timeout coming here defensively. As on 4th down, may as well make him punt it. They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. Got a man, it's Pittman, and he
Bro,
holds it
what
in
the
for a
fuck, bro? What my goddamn man that was right there?
Great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Colts have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. Seconds, all that remain here in this first half as the kick gets away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. So we come to halftime here with the visiting Colts taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that.
Fuck out there.
I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Ryan. They'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. To throw is Ryan. The toss here completed to Pittman. So give him 2 yards.
Ah, damn, bro. You gonna run some more plays, bro? Them niggas plays you got down running? God damn, that's all you got down running.
How about the defense there swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Ryan. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Hey, that man keep getting moved to soul linebacker, bro.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Ryan. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. The Colts send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team. Out routes are always timing routes. And if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off the play. It looked like he let him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Robert Alford. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. So that a real wrench thrown in now for this offense. They're trying to make a game of this in the 3rd quarter, but that is not going to help.
Yeah, Partner probably should have used a different tool on that play, right? That ultimately is the kind of play where you could lose a ball game instead of being in a position to win.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Now Carr to try again after the pick 6. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick 6 on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Get him right back in the saddle and said, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
Quickly a slant to Renfro. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A Raider 1st down, Carter Renfro.
That's good. For Las Vegas. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
They'll set up a throw. Looking deep for Adams. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Carr. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Again, it's Carr. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Carr completes it. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
It's taking a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
On 1st down, Carr. This one into the hands of the running back, Ballage. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick six just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Derek Carr, a 16-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders have cut it back within a score. Extra point right down the middle. And it leads down to a field goal at 17-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Trying to find some space to turn the field, but this defense having none of it. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Ryan. Looking for Campbell downfield. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And the next-gen stats are going to tell the story, and wow, what a story it is. Nearly a full 23 miles an hour. One of the fastest plays on record, folks. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
Carr now to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Montgomery. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Carr to throw again. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
At the 37-yard line.
3 quarters in the books. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Carr gonna throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Looking deep for Adams. He's got it at the 15. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Long developing route there on the post corner, but it was worth the wait.
It certainly was. I love the way you described it because you do have to sell the post. Usually a couple of steps towards the middle of the field in order to get the defender to turn his hips. And then he breaks off towards the corner, and off he goes. Well executed.
And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Looking to throw again on second down. Carr. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Darren Waller, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point splits the outlets. And now things going to be more interesting here in this 4th quarter. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Going up top. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? Guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route, well run, and the football right on the money.
Different story this time around. We had that huge gain, followed by a sizable loss here. Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think his big boys up front, that offensive line, they've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. And Sharp hauls it
No, I
in.
was saying, I
And
was
down
saying.
he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah. No, I wouldn't think of it.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. That's once again complete to Chark. That'll bring up second and goal after the gain of 5. But right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his...
And he takes it in for a Colts score. Matt Ryan scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Colts get an important score there to extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25.
29!
Play action. Now it's Carr. And that is incomplete.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
The Raiders on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Shotgun now for Carr. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. Now Carr, got to have this one. Looking deep for Adams. And this one is incomplete. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. So now with a 2-minute warning coming up fast, that puts a mammoth dent in their comeback hopes.
I like how you phrased it. It's a dent because there's still opportunity. They've got to get the ball back on defense, obviously twice. But guess what? This thing is not close to being over. They need to go ahead and play it out.
Not over. As you said, 2-score game still. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Paris Campbell with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Colts add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Rodrigo Blankenship to kick off for Indianapolis.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And no return from Montgomery. Bring it out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. To throw, it's Carr. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Bobby Okereke. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Well, this defense just continuing to do their thing, and now they add on to that lead with another pick 6.
And how about the way they've played this entire game? Not only have they put their stamp on it, but every time they try and mount an offensive challenge, they find a way to thwart it. And multiple pick 6s, oh yeah, they'll enjoy watching this tape after the game.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and the lead is now 24.
Rodrigo Blankenship to kick off for Indianapolis.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return from Montgomery. Bring it out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And that last pick 6 may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the 4th quarter. They need points quickly. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
13 yards on the play. That's good for Las Vegas.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr lets this go for Renfro downfield. And now there's another interception. Picked off by Landon Collins. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. Now a toss play. It's Hines. Room here to run. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 106 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't.
And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Rocky Sin. And the Raiders are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. So certainly a big mistake there, Charles. 1st and goal, and they throw the interception.
Oh, that's just agonizing for a team because you still got at least 2, maybe 3 downs in your pocket. So if it's not there on 1st down, there was no sense in trying to force something. Instead, they turned the ball over.
Trying to and he fires one incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Carr. He's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it's second down. Again, they'll throw with Carr. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Tyrell Williams, 30 yards. And the Raiders are able to cut into that deficit. Carr will look to throw. And he'll find his way in for 2. And we're back to a 2-score game. The lead's cut to 16. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds. So unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Oh, look at this. Ryan's going to throw it. Hits his target, the tight end, Mo Alley Cox. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Well, Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for